All right, cool. We are live. Welcome, guys, to what is this? The third hangout. So we've officially been 1 month into Automated Wealth Network, and this is going to be an exciting hangout because we have a really special, two special guests. One of which is Jennifer Nash. You guys might know her, seen her in the group and on the leaderboard. She's doing awesome. And I have a good friend of mine, Ryan Maynard, here to teach us some personal branding and video marketing. This guy, I've known him for a while. Actually got to meet Ryan. We're good friends now. We constantly stay in touch and exchange ideas and grow together. I know he's come a long way, and he has some cool stuff he's going to share with us. So really excited. You might see that Tim's not here. Tim is out in Mexico somewhere. He decided to go to Mexico instead of come out on this hangout with us, but it's okay. We'll forgive him. But no, he had planned something with his fiance. So Tim, if you're watching this, hey. So first thing I want to do is introduce Jennifer. I want her to kind of let us know what her story is. I know a lot of you guys have questions for her, and you've seen her results and probably wondering how she's doing it all. And I'm just going to let her take over and kind of give you guys her background story, where she's come from, maybe some of the struggles she's been through, and kind of what she's doing now to get the results that she's getting. So, Jennifer, go ahead and take it over.
Okay, hi guys. Well, I'm going to start with my story. So I've been a stay-at-home mom for about 15 years. I'm sure you guys have seen my videos out talking about myself. And I've always wanted to do something now that my kids are in school to find a way to earn money. And I've actually joined quite a few online, marketing softwares, different things. I've tried, I've been introduced to binary options, and I totally lost myself. I never got help, support, nothing until I found another business just before this one. And I did really well, but it didn't give me what I needed, which was the residual pay and also the training that was involved. So since AWN came live, a lot of changes have happened with me. I've actually really come a long way in being consistent and persevering with the actions and the steps that are there for us to take. And I'm really glad that AWN is here for us now, because this funnel system is really going to give you guys the freedom, and it's starting to give me the freedom that I need for my family. And it's going to do it for you too. You guys just have to really follow the steps. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about, which I put a video on today, is all about video. On the Facebook Mastermind page. I just want to let you know I've had a lot of questions from a lot of you asking me, well, where are you getting your leads? I'm sure you see some of my ads on Facebook groups, but I have to be honest, a lot of my leads do not come from there. I post on there when I have some extra time, just to see what's out there and see if I can grab somebody's interest. But for the most part, I have to tell you that video marketing is taking off. And as long as you follow the steps and learn about using your keywords and targeting people in the right places, maybe whatever you're interested in and you're good at, market to them. Market to the people that are looking for maybe something, the reason that you got into AWN or wanting to work online. So that's what I do, is I make a lot of videos and different keywords, and I get them out there, and the results are showing it's working. So I just want to encourage you all to really just get out there and get over your fears. I was so scared of doing video, and I'm nervous being on Google Hangouts even, but you have to persevere and just get past those fears and just really just move forward and keep moving forward every day, and your consistency is going to pay off. So I hope that helps you guys, and that's about my story. Just keep at it.
Cool. So when you first got started off, was there, so you said you didn't really have much guidance, so you're kind of just going from thing to thing, right? Trying different things. And did you ever think of quitting?
Oh, many times I gave up. There were some other systems that I bought into, and I just didn't have the help, so I quit. And then I think I've been on and off line for about 5 or 6 years now, actually, quite a bit long time. And yeah, many times, I mean, even in the business prior to this one, I was like, oh, forget it. I'm not getting leads. This isn't working. And, you know, I just followed in my leader's footsteps and really paid attention to what the people above me were doing. And I started copying, not copycatting them, but, you know, do what works for other people because they do it for a reason. It works. So I started making videos, even though I didn't want to and I was scared to. And I just kept contacting people, you know, on my social media groups. I would just get out and start talking to people and really getting social and getting out there and getting known. And then teaching other people to do the same. And that made a big difference. And don't quit, you guys. Don't give up because you don't know how close you are to really achieving those results. Just when you think you want to quit, you know, the next person might be a game changer for you that you helped get in. So you never know. Just keep going because it's going to work. Results will happen. Just be consistent.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point. Can you recall in your career so far online, is there a specific moment where something just clicked or something changed and you're like, aha, I got this? Can you share that?
I would say when I was struggling at my worst, not getting leads and feeling like this just isn't going to work, I got an aha moment that if I just learn what's taught to me and help others, that's where my key ingredient was helping others. And once I learned how to create my videos and I got comfortable with that, then I decided, okay, I can make videos and help other people achieve what they're struggling with. And so I would start making videos, training videos, stuff like that. And then that started it started to attract more people to me because I was able to help them get their results. So I think that was a pivotal moment when I realized helping others is going to help myself. And so now that's what my goal is, to really, I'm not really after money. I'm after who else can I help today to achieve or get to where I am today where they're not. You know, they might be, you know, just beginning and they want to be where I am. How can I help them get here? So that's what I do every morning. I'm like, okay, who can I help? Let's reach out. So that was a pivotal moment with me, I would say. And it'll all come to everybody. It'll come. Just keep learning and be consistent, and it'll come.
Awesome. I really like that answer. And guys, if you're watching this right now, what she just said, it could literally transform anybody's business. When she said, who can I help today and how can I help them get to where I am, maybe the things that I used to struggle with, that I know I can show somebody and help them get through it that much quicker, not have to go through the roadblocks and, you know, stumble on the same things that, you know, I might have went through. And that's exactly, it ties in with what Tim and I are constantly preaching, is lead with value, give value. See what Jennifer's doing, she's putting out awesome content, awesome value, actually helping people, and in return, people will come back to her, they'll remember her. They might not buy what she's selling right away, but she will get leads, build that relationship with the leads. She's branding herself this way, and she's making a name for herself in this industry. Jennifer, do you have a blog?
I do, and you're going to kill me, but I have not set up a WordPress blog. I've been using a series of 5 or 6 blogs from Blogger, and they're pretty stable. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been using them for a long time, and I've been using those, but I am going to be transforming to WordPress, you all. But my blogs and Blogger are working well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I try to tell everybody, you know, start publishing content. If you're taking the free route, you know, learn the basic SEO we teach. Go out there and publish content on a regular basis. You know, obviously lead with value, put out good information that people are searching for, that are willing to read, and you'll be surprised the success you guys can get, over the course of a few months of being consistent. Things can turn around pretty quickly. And with that being said, branding yourself is a big thing that we want to stress here, because when people come into this industry, and I'm going to let Ryan talk more about this in a minute, but when people come into this industry, they have a weird mindset. They're thinking, most of them think, okay, how am I going to make a quick buck? But that's not exactly, for the people that think that way, they're never going to make it in this industry, in any business for that matter. I mean, think of opening up a brick and mortar business somewhere selling, I don't know, shoes or whatever, and your mindset is like, well, how am I going to make a quick buck? How am I going to make the most money with the least amount of effort and the least amount of investment? Obviously, it's going to be a crappy place that's probably going to go out of business sooner or later. So the same applies here. Just because we're in the online arena and we're selling digital products and information, it doesn't change anything. So you really need to invest in yourself, invest in your business, and actually treat it like a business. And that's how Automated Wealth Network was born. Me and Tim talking over it. This system has been in the works has been in our minds for at least over a year. It's been in the works for the last year, and the majority of the stuff came together within the last 4 months, right before we launched. And we weren't going to launch until we knew we're going to be providing something of value in this space, because we know there's a lot of other systems out there. Obviously, some of you guys might know them, and there's a lot to choose from, but we wanted a unique approach. We wanted a one-stop shop for people to come to and actually get great information and not be worried about getting trust in that bond that manifests with that, and have an awesome community that people can grow with together. So that was the whole idea of Automated Wealth Network, and setting up a funnel that obviously is doing awesome, that's converting. People are making a lot of money. And you're probably seeing underneath my name, it says it's payday. The reason why it says it's payday is because we got paid from PLS today. We get paid every Wednesday. So, Jennifer, are you part of PLS?
Yes, I am. And I would encourage everyone to line themselves up with full PLS membership, because it is amazing the results you get in the back end with residual income. So, guys, just a tip, join PLS.
Yeah, it basically pays for itself. I mean, it's a great tool that you use in your business, and it's just gonna help you set yourself apart, and help set up your own capture pages, help you stand out from the crowd, help brand yourself even more. And the compensation plan is amazing. And we get paid every Wednesday. So. It's just a great marriage between what we have as income streams here at Automated Wealth Network, and with the information that we provide you guys with training, absolutely for free. So the overall program is, we've gotten a lot of testimonials coming in. And that reminds me, for those of you who are wondering what's going on with the testimonial things, you have up until the end of the day today to submit your testimonial videos, and then we're going to go through them and kind of pick out the top 10 that we think would fit into the new sales video, and then we're going to put those into the new sales video. So if you haven't done one already, I highly recommend that you do a testimonial. It can be on anything, any form of result. Maybe you've gotten your first sale, or maybe you learned a new strategy that allowed you to generate more leads, or maybe it was a mindset breakthrough that you had. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily results as in monetary results. So if you haven't done so already, send us in a video that's about a minute, no more than a minute and a half, and then we'll take a look, and we're going to pick the top 10, put them in the sales video, and that's going to help you guys get more exposure and get your name out there, and people will start recognizing you, and it's going to help with your conversions as well. So that's pretty cool. And before we hand it over to Ryan, there's a few other things I wanted to talk about real quick. I wanted to pull up some of our stats that we've had so far, because this is our 1 month anniversary. Let's see here. Let me pull up the browser. So for those of you that have seen you might have seen my post a while back about our Alexa ranking, and it kind of skyrocketed. and I didn't post anything for a while. Well, as far as today, we are in the top 80,000 sites in the U.S. We're actually number 79,683. And for those of you that are not familiar with the Alexa ranking, to achieve that level within a month it's just insane. It's crazy. And that's how rapidly Automated Wealth Network has been growing. So we're really proud of all you guys, all of our affiliates going out there and promoting us. It's amazing what happened and what we achieved within this first month, and it's only going to get better. I mean, Tim and I have a lot of new things that we're going to introduce that's going to make conversions even better and help you guys get more traffic and grow this thing all together and add even more training. So you guys are in store for an awesome ride the rest of this year. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on was we did change up the orientation phase within the back office. So we included that into the funnel now. So there's going to be a series of videos that people will be led through that explains everything from A to Z, how everything works, covering all the frequently asked questions that we've been getting. They're addressed in this video. So now, when somebody has a question for you that they're not sure about something, you can literally just point them to the place. If it's training center. If it's something related to affiliate links or setting up their system or whatever, be like, you need to go to the orientation section. If they said, oh, I've been to the orientation section, they're probably lying or they weren't paying attention, because everything is addressed in those videos. If they're an international user, they're not knowing how to get qualified, things about offers, how to plug in affiliate IDs, how the system works, how the funnel works, everything is addressed in those series of videos. So there are no excuses. And what this does is it frees up your guys' time, because as you grow, and some of you guys might not be there yet, but once you grow and you have a lot more leads to manage, as your list grows, you're going to notice people are going to become more and more needy. Everybody was going to want a piece of your time, and you can't cater to everybody's need one by one, because you're not going to be able to grow your business. And if you're doing that, and don't take this the wrong way, if you're doing that, you need to stop. You need to retract yourself from your team or from your list. I mean, I'm not saying don't help them, but there needs to be a barrier, some space. You need to be able to provide them with information and good stuff. You can send out your email broadcast, send out your inspirational stuff, and then I always like to reach out to people that I know are really going at it and getting results, and they're looking for ways to kind of grow or things to tweak. If they stick out and I know they're busting their butt and then they're growing, they're actually taking it seriously, yeah, I'm going to show them a little bit more attention. But if it's the other person that just joined, that's doing nothing, that doesn't want to listen, and that's just sending me message, I'm probably going to ignore them. When I first got started in this industry, I didn't have anybody to turn to. Nobody helped me one-on-one. I went through everything myself. I learned everything myself, and I learned through a lot of trial and error. I just didn't give up, and eventually things just clicked, and it kept snowballing. I learned, a little bit of this from there, a little bit of that from there, and I just kept putting together. And now I have this big, wide knowledge of internet marketing and direct response marketing, and everything that we do here at Automated Wealth Network between me and Tim is knowledge that we've gathered over the years. Yes, we did pay for some mastermind coaching and some high-level stuff, but we were at a point where we could afford to do that already. But so once you guys get bigger as you're growing, your brand is growing, you're gonna experience this. So remember this video, and don't get overwhelmed, and also don't give in to. I know you're gonna probably want to help everybody, and you feel for everybody's story, and you want to help everybody one-on-one, but it's not possible. And if you're really trying to scale your business, you have to do it the right way. You need to leverage your time. That's why the internet's here. That's why we have videos. That's why we have email. You need to leverage your time and focus on income-producing activities that's going to grow your business, that you can focus on generating leads, focus on building yourself, learning paid marketing, learning other free traffic sources, SEO, learning how to improve your website, learning conversions. Actually, go out there and start learning sales copy. I think Tim's going to put together some videos in the training area about, persuasion and sales copy and all this stuff. So it's all about gathering that knowledge. And also going back to what Jennifer said, you know, you nailed it when you said this. Model people that are doing what you want to do. You know, we call it. She said she started doing what, you know, the leaders were doing. Basically, it's called modeling. So you want to go out there and model what people that are successful are doing. You see what Tim and I are doing. You see what the leaders are doing. You see what other people are doing out there. Take what they're doing, analyze it. You know, reverse engineer it. Look at what they're doing and apply it in your business. So there you go. And another thing I could recommend more is, you know, start reading some books. There's a lot of good books we recommend in the back office that will really help you, you know, get through some of the barriers that might be holding you back, some of the things that, you know, you're fighting with as far as understanding certain concepts, maybe mindset. You know, reading is a great asset because you can learn a decade's worth of information that can save you so much time in like one day. You know, learn from people's mistakes. So, all right. With that being said, I want to hand it over to Ryan. Ryan, you know, some of you guys might know Ryan. He's been around internet marketing for a few years now. Awesome guy. I love what he does. I've learned a lot of stuff from him. He's really good at personal branding, video marketing. I mean, this guy's killing it. He's not, what's the right word I'm looking for? He's definitely accustomed to, you know, multiple $1,000 days. You know, he's made a lot of money online. He definitely knows what he's doing. I managed to see him grow in this industry. We've met before at an event in Chicago. He's an awesome guy, and you guys get a piece of paper and pen and take notes because he's going to start dropping some stuff for you guys. And I'm just going to hand it over. Ryan, it's all yours, buddy.
Thanks, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you come through, buddy.
Cool. All right, awesome. So basically, all right, let me make sure that I'm good to go here. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna do my best to drop some wisdom bombs right now. I know that Michael introduced me here, and this is actually, other than one other time, this is about the second time I've been on someone else's hangout. I typically do my own hangouts every Thursday, and so I'm really excited to talk to you guys here at AWN. And I know that what Michael and Tim have put together is absolutely amazing, and I've learned so much from Michael, and you know, I just want to really hand it to Mike and Tim, and especially with Mike helping me personally with a lot of things that I've done in this industry. So with that said, I just want to introduce myself really quickly for those of you that don't know me. My name is Ryan Maynard. I've been online for about two years now, and I was working as a grounds maintenance guy, and I wanted to make money online so freaking bad. That's all I wanted to do as an entrepreneur, was just make money using the interwebs, right? And that might be you. You might still be working at a job and you found AWN through YouTube, through Facebook, through a friend or something like that. And I'm telling you right now that, especially with Mike and with Tim and with AWN and the things that they're doing, just stick with this group because you will start to make money on the internet, okay? That was me 2 years ago. Fast forward to now, I've been able to grow up pretty awesome business through affiliate marketing. I'm building my own brand online now, and it's not this massive brand or anything like that, but it's in the works, right? So I've I'm just gonna say, actually I'm not gonna say specifically incomes, but I'm just gonna say that I moved to sunny Southern California. I can travel where I want to go. I can live life on my own terms, and there's literally nothing like living off of the money that you are literally creating from your computer, okay? There's no better feeling than waking up every day, not having to go to a boss, being able to travel, having extra money, not saying that you need to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, but just letting you know that this is real and that this can happen for you fairly quickly, okay? What I mean by fairly quickly, I mean within 6 months or a year, you can literally build an awesome business. But specifically what I want to talk about right now is something that I believe in my heart is extremely important for building an online business. Okay, if you're fairly new or you're an intermediate, and if you're an intermediate and not doing this, this is extremely important, is building your own personal brand, okay, or at least starting to make the mind shift, to start building your own brand. Doesn't necessarily mean coming out with product lines and all types of academies and physical products or anything like that. I just mean something that's going to separate you from everybody else, okay? So, most people coming on the internet, they try to go the easy route versus, the slightly harder route, which is going to set you up for success in the long term. And the easy route is just, taking your affiliate link and just spamming Facebook groups and using auto spammers and spamming in, whoever knows where else, okay? And that's what a lot of people do, okay? But if you can establish who you are, and what you stand for, and start to build a following, either through a blog or through like a YouTube channel, then people are going to follow you for you and for what you stand for. Okay, like my brand right now is called the Tailored Entrepreneur, and the Tailored Entrepreneur is focusing on creating a tailor-made life around business. Okay, creating your ideal self, your ideal business, a business that is just tailored around you and creating an awesome life. Okay, so you have to think about what your brand is and why is this important. Well, like I said, so you can stand out from all of those other people.
Hey,
that
Ryan,
are just
real quick.
yeah.
Ryan. Hey, sorry, bud, to cut you off. I think you're cutting off. Can you like close if you have any extra windows open or anything like that? I think he's sucking up your bandwidth.
Yeah, let me all right, let's see here. Let's see. I'm not. Am I good now, or has it helped a little bit? Is it still cutting out quite a bit?
No, I think it's a little better.
Okay.
There you go, dude.
I
Continue.
don't know if that's okay. So all I'm saying is that you want to start at least. I don't want to give you information overload right now. Hopefully this isn't like freezing anymore. I don't want to get on this hangout right now and like overload you with information and be like, oh, okay, I should create my own brand and I should do this. Just start to understand. I want to make you at least aware of this, that if you're not going in that direction, you should start going in that direction of starting to brainstorm about what your brand is. Okay, what do you want people to know you for? Not okay. It's great to represent a company like a business like AWN or PLS or Empower Network or iPass, or there's a lot of different companies and opportunities out there, and it's really awesome to to promote those businesses and make money with those businesses. But where you really break off is first of all getting very clear on what you stand for. You watching this right now, what you stand for, and also what you're good at and what you want people to know you for. Okay, and when you do that, people will follow you and really buy anything from you because they know, like, and trust what you stand for as a marketer on the internet. Okay, and a platform for you to build your brand on would be YouTube. Okay, an awesome platform for you to build your brand on would be YouTube, your own blog / website. Okay, because a WordPress blog, I know we're talking about WordPress blogs. You definitely number one is to get your own WordPress blog. Okay, I'm not going to get into all the details about this, but my two favorite platforms, and you can just write this down, is just a WordPress blog and YouTube. Okay, I'm just going to get that simple. Okay, I do have a podcast, but I'm not going to get into all that. But if you're watching this right now, just understand about your personal brand and how do you find your personal brand. You might be watching this right now and say, well, I don't know what I stand for. I haven't even got my first lead. Okay, like I don't know any of this stuff. Like I don't even know what you're talking about. Let me just give you a little exercise here for you to at least start brainstorming how you can start coming up with your own brand, your own you, what you want people to know you for. And what you should do right now is take out, just a pen and a piece of paper. Take out a piece of paper, and on the top left corner of that piece of paper, you want to write out passion. Okay, you want to write out passion. And on the top right-hand corner of that piece of paper, you want to write down expertise. And then down the center, you want to draw a line. Okay, draw a line down the center of that piece of paper. And what you want to do is write out everything that you're passionate about. Okay, everything that you're passionate about, and then write down also what you're good at. Okay. So say for instance, you might be passionate about working out. You might be passionate about running or fitness or health or food, and you also might be good at teaching, or you might be good at coaching or something like that. So and you want to start drawing a line towards the ones that resonate best with you. And in the center here, you're going to start basically developing what I call your tailored zone, I like to say. So as you start writing down your passion and expertise, you're going to start to get very clear on just a few things that you're passionate about and a few things that you're good at, and you can start developing or a brand idea around the top 3 things that you're most passionate about, the top 3 things that you're good at. Okay, and that's just an idea. I guess that's kind of just like an exercise. It's not that necessarily that you have to do that, but that's just what worked for me. And then when you figure that out, just come up with a name. Okay, maybe 2 words. Mine was tailored entrepreneur. Okay, like that's really not that creative. Okay, yours could be your own name. Most people brand their own name, like Michael Koken. That's a cool name. All right, Michael Koken blog. All right. But anyways, so when you're doing this, all I'm saying is I'm not talking about affiliate marketing or making money here, or I'm not talking about any direct making money results here. I know some people might be like, well, I just want to make money right now, Ryan. Teach me how to make money right now. And I know how you feel. That was me too. But this is more of a long-term approach for you to really have success in the long term. Okay, I don't have any quick knowledge bombs I can drop on how you can make money tomorrow, but this is really for you to build something that's going to be long term, something that people are going to know, like, and trust you for. And this is something that you can actually stand on. Like when you go out in public, for instance, and someone says, "Oh, cool, what do you do?" "Oh, well, I make money online." And then they're like, "Okay, well, what's your website?" And then if you give them your capture page link, don't do that. Okay, that's not your website. Your website is your blog, like your WordPress blog. Okay, I have a website. It's tailoredentrepreneur.com. It's tailored E for short. Okay, because I really don't know how to spell entrepreneur that well either, so I shortened it up. It's tailored.e.com. Okay, and that is my website and blog. That's my brand. Okay, when somebody comes up to me in public, when somebody approaches me in public and they ask me what I do, I'm going to say, well, I'm an online marketer. And I'm a blogger. I'm a podcaster, and I educate people on how to make money. Doing digital marketing. I educate people on digital marketing, online marketing, all that kind of stuff. I'm an online business coach. Cool. Well, what's your website? Tailoredentrepreneur.com, or you can go to tailored.e.com. Okay. So you got to start thinking about that kind of stuff, because that's something you can actually stand on. That's your own brand. And you can market AWN on your blog. That's the best way to market, okay? That's the best way to market anything is on a blog, okay? Through the side banners on your blog and stuff like that, because your blog is where you're providing real content about what you're passionate about what your brand's about, okay? Your brand could be about health and fitness. If you get enough eyeballs about health and fitness on your blog, you got a little side banner on there that talks about AWN, make money with AWN or PLS. And those leads are going to be a lot more high quality than the leads that you're trying to spam on Facebook, okay? So this is just stuff to think about, okay? And to start, because some people, if you're new online, you might be totally ignorant to my own brand. I never thought about that. I never knew I could start working towards that way. I thought making money only consisted of getting human eyeballs to this link and just spamming it to the world, right? Yeah, you can make money that way. You can totally make money by sharing your affiliate link all over the internet, but that is going to be short-lived, and that's really not. You don't really have a business at that point. But when you start to soak in the concepts that I'm talking about right now and start to brainstorm what you're passionate about and what you're good at, okay, and then start to brainstorm your own brand, or basically the name or what you want people to know you for, you associate that and get your own WordPress blog, okay, and start blogging about things that you're passionate about that's congruent with your brand. You can promote and sell anything you want on that sidebar, and you're really indirectly selling your opportunity, which is AWN or PLS, on your blog that's branded to you. And you look like the freaking authority. You're like Michael Jackson. If someone lands on your blog and they follow you, they read your blog, let's say they opt into your AWN funnel that's on your blog, right? And they get in contact with you, they're like, oh man, versus if they just found your link through some Facebook group, okay? So your own brand, you're establishing that authority, okay? You're becoming an authority on the internet. You're becoming something that's of real value, okay? When you're creating your brand, you're also becoming something. You're becoming an entity that Facebook and Google and YouTube like, okay? If you have just a link and you're blasting that out everywhere, you're blasting that in Facebook groups, you're blasting that in YouTube comments, you're blasting that all over the place, buy, join, make money, that's stuff that the internet does not like, okay? The internet hates that, and the internet is naturally trying to weed that stuff out. But if you can just give YouTube and Facebook and Google what they want, they're going to be like, oh yeah, you're pretty awesome. You have an actual website and blog? Here, let's move you up the ranks. Oh, you want to do a Facebook ad and you have a real website and brand? Awesome, cool. We're not gonna slap you for doing a Facebook ad because it leads to actual value on your blog. You're an actual brand, so we like you, versus trying to go the supposed easy route. So I guess I don't know if this is making any sense or anything like that. I just want people to be aware of this. That way they can start moving in that direction. Okay, this isn't going to be something overnight, but it's something to think about. I don't know if that's kind of making sense to anybody. Mike. If you guys want to comment below, maybe
you weren't hearing what I was saying, huh?
What's that? No, I wasn't. You were muted. Yeah.
Okay. No, I said that's great, man. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want to. That's what we're all about here at AWN. What we wanted to get across to our members and help them understand. Just like you said, people, when you're just taking your link and going out there, whatever link it might be, you're going out there and putting it out to the world and spamming the internet. That's not a business. It's just you putting your crap everywhere. It's not really a business. It's not a sustainable business model. Yes, you can make money doing that, but I get this. I've gotten this question before. Well, what if people that are doing like super affiliates that sell a bunch of stuff and then all they do is just send traffic to their affiliate links? you know, you'd be surprised how structured those people's businesses are on the back end. They're not branding themselves like, you know, outwardly. They're not putting out content, but their business is still structured and it's still ran properly, and you know, everything has its place. So don't shy away from anything, and especially when it comes to, you know, like being on this hangout right now and learning, you know, what Ryan was just talking about. You know, don't what's the right word I'm looking for?
Don't be overwhelmed.
Underestimate the value, because sometimes, yeah, well, sometimes, you know, I know I've gotten, I had to check myself and my ego before. You know, I've heard stuff before. I'm like, oh, I already know that. That doesn't work. I already know that. But little did I know that I didn't listen to the whole thing. And it was actually a little tweak that could have saved me, you know, months of stress and improved my conversions, you know, just from that little tweak. But I was too stupid to listen to the person because I blew them off saying, well, I already know that. You know, when you want to succeed quickly, you need to humble yourself and kind of step down and just listen to people that are actually doing what you want to do, and just be a sponge and absorb everything you can possibly absorb, and just apply it and take action. Don't just take in all this knowledge and just be stagnant. You're not going to go anywhere. You know, you have to move forward and have positive motion to make course corrections to get you to where you want to be. And Ryan, I mean, you nailed it, man, with the branding stuff. I mean, it's super important. You want to build your business the right way. You want people to know what you stand for. In a blog and YouTube, I agree with you, man. Those are probably the two best platforms to build your brand on. Everybody loves video. I mean, we're on YouTube right now. This is a Google Hangout. I mean, how easy is it to email your leads every once in a while and be like, hey, hop on this Hangout. I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. Do you think they would like that? You know, obviously they would. They want that direction. You know, Ryan said that he's doing Hangouts it's Thursdays, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we have ours Wednesday. You know, you should do your own Hangouts. What's stopping you from doing your own Hangouts? Set up your YouTube channel, you know, your branded YouTube channel where you're posting your, you know, content, posting training, and you know, do a Hangout every once in a while. Email your list. You know, that's how you're building rapport and you're building trust with your leads, and they start to know you more and trust you, and then eventually you can, you know, point them in different directions. And there's lots of ways you can make money online. It doesn't have to be completely from one thing. You know, you can have that's why we call Automated Wealth Network, you know, Automated Wealth Network, because there are multiple income streams. There's different ways to monetize your leads. And that reminds me, let me write this down because there's something I wanted to talk to you guys about that's pretty cool. We're going to be adding, so I don't forget. So I'll forget if I don't write stuff down. What was I talking about now? I completely forgot.
I don't even know.
About yeah,
yeah, you're talking about
YouTube.
What's that?
So doing these Hangouts, and you know, this is a great tool. Hangouts are awesome. You know, if you're not utilizing, you need to. And I know one thing I want to touch on what you said, Ryan. You know, you might be new. You might not know what the heck you're doing. You're going, well, what is this guy talking about branding? You know, I thought this was all about just getting people to my capture page. You know, in a way, it is. Yes, you are trying to drive traffic to your capture page, you know, to send them through the funnel, and, you know, that's how you make money. But the big picture that we want you guys to understand is you need your business, not necessarily ours. Because what happens if AWN disappears? What are you going to do? You're done, right? You know, I'm not saying we're going anywhere, but it's happened before. There's businesses that come and go, and, you know, people have built. I've known people personally that would build a big business in one company, and then the company goes under, and they weren't even really collecting leads or doing anything. They're just focusing on getting people to that page, and the company goes under. What happens? Their business is gone overnight. Now imagine if you had your website, you had your own brand, you had your own following. People know you, not that business that you're promoting. That's a whole other story, because you could plug in something else, you know. So definitely do not take this lightly. Ryan shared a lot of good good stuff. So the good news is this will be. I mean, Ryan, is there anything else you want to tell the listeners here, like, or a simple, whatever your 2 cents is, if you can tell somebody in a few sentences what to do, just go out there and do it. What would
I
it
would
be?
I would say take action before you know what you're doing and course correct along the way. That's what I would say. Um, that's the biggest thing that changed it for me, is because a lot of people will hang out on this hangout. You might be on this hangout for however long you've been doing the hangouts. You might have been on watching trainings, you might be watching live events, you might be studying up, and you think that you need to have everything just right before you make that first YouTube video. I'm gonna make my first YouTube video after I watch this entire course, 2 weeks after I write it down, and then 3 weeks after that, then I'm gonna make my first YouTube video. And if that's how you're going to think, then it's never going to happen.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, just take action. Understand that you have to take action before you know what you're doing, which means take action right now, and then course correct along the way. Okay, like a plane is off course 90% of the time going from LaGuardia to LAX, and the plane takes off and it course corrects along the way. So just make your shaky YouTube video, and then you're going to inspire someone once you get good. And they look back at your crappy YouTube video. Yeah. So that's pretty much
that's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, definitely. I tell people all the time, I say take reckless action. If you're gonna run at that wall, 20 miles an hour and bust through the damn wall. And not just take these baby steps and you hit the wall and you're knocked out. You know what I mean? It's like, just go out there and do it. Do it. We show you what to do. Just go out there and take action. And that's so true.
Massive ignorant action.
That's one of my things I kind of get a little bit annoyed with. I ask them, like, what have you been doing? I didn't really do much. I watched some training. They go, well, what do I do next? I'm like, well, go apply it. What? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So.
That's I mean.
Yeah,
and oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, what you said about, even if you're not good at doing videos, go out there and make them. They're not going to be perfect. Who cares? Especially if you're new and you don't have any knowledge of what you're doing. Hey, make a video. Hey, I joined this business. I'm planning on growing this blog. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. Boom, this is your first video. You're done. Now make another video about something you learned. And as you keep making videos, you're going to get better. And like what Ryan said, people are going to see your stuff from back in the day, and they go, I can't believe this guy, this successful person here doing all this stuff that, people think, oh, I can never be like that guy. And then they look back and see where you started and they see your videos and they go, what? But, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, they become that person.
Cool, man. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
You had something you want to add?
There was something it was, but I can't remember what it was now. No, I would just say, yeah, man. There was something specific I was gonna say, but I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, it's just taking the action, taking the action before you know what you're doing. And then just figure it out, because most often than not, things become a lot more clear as you take action. Like you might have information overload and you might not think that you can get started, but if you just get uncomfortable and take that action step, the next step is going to be more clear because you actually did something. And then when you take one more step forward, it's like the path becomes a little bit more clear as you start to move through it. You know what I mean? Versus just standing in front of a big pile of information and being like, oh, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of it. But yeah, man, that's all I'd pretty much say is just write a 30-day goal about if you're gonna do YouTube videos, write down a 30-day goal, so like starting tonight, and then do 30 days out from right now, and just do one YouTube video a day for 30 days. That's it. Not 90 days, not nothing crazy, just 30 days starting today, and do a YouTube video every day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because once you get going, you build momentum, and it's just easier. It just becomes easier to keep going. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another thing, another way you can look at it. You know, you might have heard this analogy before. Has anybody asked you, you know, how do you eat an elephant?
Yeah, start with the tail.
Well, yeah, eat it one bite at a time. You know.
Oh. Yeah, I thought I would start with the tail.
But yeah, probably I guess start with the tail. But yeah, you eat it one bite at a time, right? Because you know when people, another thing they do is they get like you said, they get overwhelmed. They go, wow, this is way too much. How am I going to tackle this massive task? You know, how am I going to break through? Well, you just start off a little bit at a time. You know, 1 foot at a time. Go through a video, go apply it, and keep going. And the people, and I'm going to say this directly to everybody, the people that are going to make it in this industry are going to be the people that don't give up and they take action every single day and they're always applying something new. And like Ryan said, as you keep progressing, things are going to be more clear, you're going to understand more, and that's how you're going to break into more advanced things, because you can't just jump into something advanced and, you know, gunslinging, knowing what you're doing. You're going to fall flat on your face. Good example of this is paid traffic. I have had numerous people ask me, what should I do with paid traffic? Where should I go? What is this source good? I mean, people are asking me if they should buy traffic off of Fiverr. I mean, you know, there's lots of things out there, so if you're not sure what to do, don't start with, I mean, what I'm trying to say, don't start with the advanced stuff, start with the easy stuff first. And there's a reason why we didn't put the paid traffic training in there yet, is because of this reason. We didn't want people jumping the gun and getting into things where they could potentially spend a lot of money and, you know, not getting anything back and then really be discouraged, or spend money that they don't have, you know what I mean? So do the easy stuff first, one step at a time, keep moving forward, and that's how you're going to have your elephant by the end of however long it takes. So
yeah, that's really what it is. I know Jason just commented below and said that he reaffirmed, you know, what I was talking about as far as the branding and stuff. So Jason, take that action, man. Get your brand out there and, you know, make it happen.
What Jason?
He commented below.
Oh, you're on the page, yeah.
Jason Burt, I think. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and just take seemingly insignificant action over time equals like those. Oh, how did that? It equals the gurus, right?
Yeah.
It's just that's what it is.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, it kind of ties into. I've said this before, probably on the last hangout or the one before that. I've told them, you know, keep putting out your content. You know, keep continuously putting out your content, because think of it like you're building your island. At first, it's going to be nothing. It's like a little speck out in the middle of the ocean. But you keep feeding it. You keep building videos, blog posts. You know, you're building your social media, and as you're doing that consistently, your island gets bigger, and you're putting out awesome content. And then when people are searching for stuff like that, they're going to find your island a lot easier if you're a big, massive island in the middle of the ocean instead of a little speck. So the only way you become big is when you're, you know, keep posting content, and that's how you turn into an authority, especially, you know, your blog, because Google is extremely powerful. I mean, if you have, your goal should be to have an authority blog, because all the training's there. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty stuff. I gave you plenty of SEO training in AWN where you can go out there and start applying this, and over time you will have an authority blog. You know, it's Google is, it's huge when it comes to free traffic, and if you're not doing this already, I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And the same thing for videos and YouTube. I mean, they go hand in hand. And your blog, I mean, you'll be surprised at the amount of traffic you can start generating from just really long tail keywords that you would never think of. I mean, there's tools like, Google Webmaster Tools where you could put into your blog, and you can see how people find you. You can see what people are typing in, and you can take that information and kind of hone in on it and build more pages around that type of content or optimize it. So, I mean, there's lots of stuff you can do. I know some of you right now are thinking, that's too advanced, but again,
Google Web Spider, what?
Webmaster Tools.
Yeah. Spider Web. I'm
Web.
kidding.
Yeah, there's a plugin that I use called Spider Spanker, so that's another one, but that's completely something else. So
yeah, that's oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that sometimes, like I said, if you are marketing your capture page link that's out there, and if getting the one sale doing that gives you enough confidence to go do the next thing, then whatever, take a little cheat step, I guess. I mean, you have to just get that confidence, just the small wins. You know what I mean? The small wins is what gives you the confidence to really do the next thing and create something big and do the next thing. So, that's the game changer. So yeah, I don't know if anybody has any questions or anything like that.
Ryan, I had one more thing I wanted you to talk about. I know I've addressed this so many times, but there's, we get a lot of new people coming through every day. I mean, that's one stat I forgot to tell you guys. We have over 3,000 people in AWN. It's been a month, so over 100 people a day. So good job.
Dang. That's awesome.
Growing like crazy. But yeah, one of the things I wanted you to address again, Ryan, is the importance of, like you said, let's say you take a cheat step, that's fine, you're sending people straight to your capture page, but how important is it to actually have your own, at least your own domain, your branded domain to start with, and just have it redirect to your capture page?
That should be definitely the very first thing that you do. If anything, like, you should sign up for AWN and then get your own domain name. Like, that's the main thing. That is super, super, super important. And as far as you don't have to put a lot of thought necessarily into that domain because it's just a domain. But I guess what were you saying, is that important, or what were you saying
Yeah, how important, it's basically the importance of it, because you can brainstorm about your brand, kind of the direction you want to go in, even though you're not going to build your blog right away, at least have that redirecting, and that way you're in control of your traffic. So if anything,
yeah, definitely, yeah. That would definitely be the first thing you want, because it's like having a hose, right? It's like having a hose and having a splitter at the end of your hose. If you're only using the company's domain name, right? If you're only using the company's domain name and you put that all over the internet, and if something happens with that company, you can't do anything with that traffic. It just, you know what I mean? But if you have your own domain name and you need to redirect it somewhere, it's like closing off one of the hoses and having the traffic go down the other tube. You know what I mean? It's like you can point that traffic wherever you want it to go, and that's really super, super important to have that established in your own business.
Yeah, you and I both know people that haven't done this and paid for it.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, massively. I mean, for a lot of, just say it flat out, a lot of you guys know that I had created the system Online Profits for Newbies, and there was a major programming error with that system, and traffic was all over the place, and redirecting back to the main domain, and some people had their own domain names cloaked, some people didn't, and eventually I got it cleaned up. But had everybody had their own domain name, which naturally that's not going to happen, but if they did, then everything would have been fine. They could have just clicked a button and their traffic would have been pointed in the right direction. So learn from your mistakes. That's definitely the big thing, is get your own domain name right today if you don't already have it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna before we take questions, Jennifer, do you have any questions you want answered? I mean, you're on here, so we'll take your questions first.
I don't think I have any questions that I need answered. I mean, everything is pretty much in the training, which is very well laid out and mapped out, which thank you guys very much. So usually if I have any members that need direction that I can't answer, I direct them to either the Facebook group or the actual back office, which is excellent. So no, I would just make some suggestions like you guys said. Set a goal every day, you know, maybe one video a day or one piece of article a day and put it on your blog that'll spark people's interest, you know. Mm-hmm. One thing a day will make a big difference in the long run. So it's just going to help get more traffic, get more attention, and yeah, one a day. One of each a day or one a day. It works.
Yeah, there's one of the reasons why I had you on this call is actually, you know, I always keep track of what's going on online. I do searches, especially on our brand, and I noticed you already had a lot of things ranking prior to launch, and you've been consistent even after launch, and I was really impressed. And you know, that just speaks to, you know, where you came from, where you're at now, and obviously your experience now. And, you know, people, I mean, I know you've probably gotten this question, Ryan, you've gotten this question, it's been asked in our group, you know, what's your secret, right? There is no secret, you know, it's just about taking that consistent action, and it just comes as you progress. You have to start somewhere. You start at the beginning with the simple stuff, and you're going to learn everything you need until you advance, and you get to where Jennifer is, you get to where I am, where Ryan is. You know, everybody has to start somewhere, so. Awesome. Good job, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Been doing awesome. So let me go to the page and see if we have questions. Yep. Hold on. No? I'll give it a few minutes. Guys, if you have any questions, leave them below the video on the page. If you're watching this, I guess you can be watching it from somewhere else, but if you're on automatedwealthnetwork.net, you can leave it below in the comments, and we'll get those answered. That's an old one. So we'll give you guys a few minutes. Oh, you know what? Here's perfect timing to go over what we will be adding to the system. We are going to be adding a few income streams, 2 right now. And we, of course, you know, Tim and I have been talking about the big shift that we're going to do. We're going to be adding some other cool stuff. But for now, we want to let you guys know that we will be adding GetResponse and Aweber. So when people come through the funnel and decide to buy GetResponse or Aweber in your back office, you will get paid for it. So you're going to have to sign up for their affiliate account, and then basically just how you put in your PLS and your MyCash Freebies referral ID, there's going to be an ID you get, and then you'll plug it into your account settings and those required fields, and then everything on the site will be hard-coded to you guys. So when they buy GetResponse, when they buy Aweber, you will make those commissions. And the nice thing about those, they're recurring commissions, so that's another bonus residual income for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy that. So that's going to be added short. It's not in there yet. We have to add it still, but it should be coming. Let's see, today's Wednesday, probably by the end of this week. And then please do not, well, here's one thing I want to just, please do not send support tickets of how to do that. We're putting it in there for you guys to use. It's not going to be a mandatory thing to do. But if you're sending enough traffic through the system, I would suggest becoming an affiliate. You know, you don't necessarily. I mean, you should get GetResponse or Aweber as you progress and grow in your business, because it only makes sense. You're going to need a good autoresponder. You can send broadcasts and do custom things. Yeah, you should become an affiliate because you'll make money. If not, you know, you're just leaving money on the table, and we'll go from there. So I think. Got a question here.
Should I wear a hat in my videos? That's what Jason was saying.
Oh, I have a hat on right now.
I'll take it off if it bugs you. No, no, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do a hat in your videos. I guess it's like a lucky thing. I don't know. Uh,
All right, so
yeah.
here's another one from Jason. He said, should I point subdomains from my blog to my affiliate links or a separate domain for every affiliate link? Jason, you can do, if you have a blog, a WordPress blog, you can definitely do subdomains if you want. If if you're set up with hosting everything, you have WordPress. An easier way to do it is just install a plugin called Pretty Links. It's a WordPress plugin, so I'm assuming you might have a WordPress blog. And what you can do, it's actually in the training in the back office. What you can do is set up custom slugs that redirect to whatever link you want. So let's say like your domain is, jasonburt.com, and then you want a link to go to this Hangout page. You can put jasonburt.com/AW and Hangout and have that redirect to automatedwealthnetwork.net. User equals your username, so that will link to your page, or it could be your capture page, landing page, whatever. You can create multiple slugs. So I mean, it's that's the best way to do it. That's what I do. And if you're doing any sort of other type of affiliate marketing, it just helps clean up your links and keep track. It has internal metrics where you can see unique clicks. It gives you graphs and all that cool stuff. So that's what I suggest. Karin sent me a question. I forgot to send her a link to join the Hangout. Hey, Karin, if you're still there and you want to come on and say hi, I'll send you the link.
Jump on.
Yeah, actually, hold on.
Yeah, I would just definitely say that, like I said, I know I didn't really touch on YouTube, but I would definitely say if you're going to market your link directly in any way, then YouTube would for sure be the way, to go, because you can actually do keyword research videos. Like, for instance, you could do like how to supplement your retirement or something. Like maybe if you're like older or something, like how to supplement your retirement, dash online, and then you could have a video telling people, various ways to do it, and then how you do it, on the internet, or how to make money online as a college student, or just various keywords of how to make money on the internet. But I wouldn't suggest I would suggest that you have those who make money online videos on a totally different channel that's not on your main brand YouTube channel. Like, say if your brand is health and fitness, or mine is tailored entrepreneur, I'm not going to do like promotion or make money online videos on my main YouTube channel. My main YouTube channel is content, and more content and value, not really selling anything. I'm not saying you can't do a promotional video for a product you're selling or something like that, but as far as, if that makes sense, I don't know, because if for whatever reason that your YouTube videos do go down, YouTube will typically give your videos back to you if they're training videos, tutorial videos, value, maybe it's like an interview with somebody or something like that. And if someone flags those videos, which they wouldn't, but if they did, then YouTube will give those videos back to you, versus if your videos have make money online in them or promoting some type of offer, YouTube probably won't give those videos back to you.
That's a good.
Yeah. So separate that kind of stuff up. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
When doing your video marketing.
Yeah, we talked about a little strategy on taking what we're like, especially for everybody, especially from you, taking the content that we have in the training area, going through it, putting a spin on it, put in your own words, and use that for content for your training, for your channel. And I would, have a training channel if you're in this space, internet marketing. Yeah, if you want to take this seriously, start a training channel and then keep releasing content. You have plenty of content in our back office, and from the things we're teaching you and things from everywhere on the internet. Just put your own twist, your own spin on it, and put it out there, and people will find you, people will like you, and people will follow you. So
That's what that's what I was saying as far as like your brand. When I was getting back to the whole branding thing, like once you find out what your brand is, maybe you have your blog, your WordPress blog. Like my brand is the Tailored Entrepreneur. I have my Tailored Entrepreneur blog, but then I also have my YouTube channel that's congruent with my blog. But that's where I put my training on. So that's like when you start to get into your branding phase.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, well said. That's kind of it might click for some people because in the training I talk about having your branded social media and then having your actual sites that you might try to rank. So like make separate accounts for like, your keyword dense, properties like your Facebook page or maybe YouTube video for the things you're trying to rank for, and then keep the other one branded, towards your brand and like your main. You don't want to hurt your brand. So if you're doing something a little bit more black hat-ish SEO type stuff, do it on a separate account because like Ryan said, people are dumb out there. They'll flag your stuff and you could lose, your channel. I've lost early when I started. I had a big YouTube channel getting, about 200 to 400 views a day. Actually, yeah, 200 to 400. I was getting about 50 to 100 leads a day from one channel, and then it was gone. I couldn't get it back. So, but
I actually had my main YouTube channel taken down in December, and I luckily got it back because almost all of my videos were value and stuff like that. Some of the earlier videos were like product reviews and stuff,
yeah,
but luckily I got my channel back because like there was a ton of value in training and tutorials.
yeah,
Had it all been like product reviews and like all this other stuff, then YouTube would have been like, nah,
yeah.
So.
Oui, monsieur.
Hi, Karen.
Oh, what's up, Karen?
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, I want to say something. Can I just share something with y'all? So I want to let you know that I was in a previous business before AWN, and I have to owe a lot of my training and learning and modeling from Karen. So thanks, Karen. I'm so glad I met you.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad too. And I mean, it's such a privilege to have you on the team, and to watch you grow is just. I am just like Michael was saying a little while ago, how he's seeing you rank on YouTube and you're doing, you're following what you're being taught and you're just being consistent with it, and you're just blossoming. Yeah, like I'm starting to see you everywhere, and you're so good and so natural at what you do, and that's the key, and I'm so proud of you and I just keep watching your results every single day, and then you messaging me going, oh my God, Karen, look. I think it's, and that's the success that is so important that, for everybody to have. And anybody that knows me in this industry knows that I've spent more time over the last 3 years trying to help everybody else be successful that I've literally sacrificed my own business at times to do that, and that's one of the beautiful things that I love so much about AWN. And, you guys were talking earlier about kind of finding your niche or, and Ryan, that the advice you were giving about making that list and the things that you're good at and your passions. That is phenomenal advice, people, and you should take that because this can really help you to find your niche. But my niche came out of complete fluke. Because when I started, like Michael and so many other people, I didn't have anybody to turn to, and my first opportunity was just a website to promote a link with no training, right? So I went through all those struggles in the beginning too, and not knowing how to do anything, but I was determined. I just wanted to figure out how to do this, and it was just going to happen, and that was it. That was my decision. So when I got into some other systems that kind of helped you along, the thing was that there was only, in our last opportunity, it was only basic training, right? So I wanted to help people out so much, and I wanted to share with them what I learned so that they could get past roadblocks and, to kind of stop them from having to go through the things that I went through and some other people did. So my niche kind of, stumbled upon me, and that's when I started doing training videos and training. So I'm actually grateful that all of that happened to me, because if I never went through all those hard times with the determination of making it work, then I never would have grown myself into an online business coach and mentor, right? So that kind of came to me. But everybody's going to have their niche. And what they were talking about video marketing, another thing that I want to add to that is you don't, a lot of people put a roadblock up on themselves right off the bat about video marketing because they think they have to be on video. They have to show their face, everything else. Now, I don't mind showing my face, but the reason why you don't see me in most of my training videos is because when I'm teaching somebody something, I want to keep them focused on what is on that screen, where I'm pointing a mouse, where I'm telling them to do something, and how I'm telling them to do it. So sometimes I find that if I had videos where I was kind of like down in the corner, people were getting distracted. But you don't necessarily have to show your face in a video. Okay, you can do screenshot videos as well, and you see that I have many on my YouTube channel and around the internet. And also remember, it's always best, believe it or not, to start off without knowing how to do videos, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you start placing videos out there and you are completely new, okay, people who are new to looking for a way to earn an income online will find you. And when they find you, they can relate to you because they're new as well. And they'll start to follow you before they possibly decide to get into an opportunity that you're presenting to them, because they want to see if it really is working for you. You're a real person, right? And real people join people. That's it. They don't join opportunities. People join people. And when you start developing this relationship with your followers and they start to see the things that you're doing and they're starting to see that you're a real person who didn't know anything about this and you're getting results and it's working, guess what? They're going to come and join you. And at that point, you're going to be able to start helping them as well. Okay? And the thing about AWN is that, and like Michael said, like in 1 month, to have the amount of members that we have and people getting results like they are is insane. It's unheard of with most systems out there. And that's because the AWN system actually, first of all, trains you properly. There's a big difference between being trained and then being trained properly. There's a lot of training out there that's really, really bad, that teaches you how to just take a link and spam, 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 and sound desperate and make it hypey. And what happens when you do that? You create this sense that your business is desperate for customers, that you don't have enough. You know what I mean? And it just gives the wrong impression about what you are involved with and what you're doing. Be real. Just be real. And AWN is an honest system, but it also trains you from beginning to not knowing anything to complete advanced, all for free. You don't get that anywhere else either unless you're paying for it. You know, and they teach you how to ethically start a business, how to build a business, and how to sustain the business. And that's what's so wonderful. And video marketing, you hear a lot of people talking about that because it's a great free resource to do it. And break out of that shyness, because you don't always have to be on a camera and you don't have to be an expert in order to do it. People are looking for more. They're looking more to connect with people who are just starting out because they can relate. Okay, and when they see that person grow and grow, I've had thousands of followers since, you know, for the past 3 years that have watched me go from my first really goofy, stupid first video where I was so nervous my right eye was twitching when I was talking, it was hysterical, to where I am now. And they follow me and they have joined me and they too are having success, and they will do the same for you. Just keep it real. Be honest with people and upfront with people. Don't hype them up, and just be yourself. And it really is easy to do, and it's going to be the quickest way to help people join you and find you in your business. And don't forget, everybody kind of gets, this is another thing too, and then I'll shut up. Everybody seems to think there's only YouTube. Yes, YouTube is like the second most trafficked search engine, and it's not even a search engine. It wasn't its intent, but it's become a search engine, okay? But you have other video resources as well to place your videos. You can do it on Dailymotion. You can do it on Vimeo. There's all kinds of other places that you can place your videos. And a mistake that I see a lot of people make is they just stick with YouTube. Don't just stick with YouTube. If you've already made that video and you've uploaded it to YouTube, then go create an account on another video hosting place and upload it there. and upload it there, because you're taking one, think about it, think how powerful this is. You're taking one video that you created, okay, and you're actually promoting it in like 3 or 4 or 5 different video sites. That's 3 or 4 or 5 different ways that people are going to be seeing you and finding you, not just one, right? So that's my advice. I love you guys.
There's actually a software where you can upload your videos instantly to all the platforms. I don't know if it's still available. I think it was called like Traffic Geyser, but anyways, that's beside the point.
Yeah, but it's, it's very important to
Yeah.
just don't find one resource and stick with that, especially if you're doing video marketing. Get it out there as much as you can. And you know what? If you start a blog, every time you make a video, make a tab on your blog for your videos, for that training or whatever it is that you're providing. Now you're all actually backlinking to your videos as well and getting seen even more.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the big thing, is anytime you make your videos on YouTube, any platform, you definitely want to be turning that into a blog post, into content. Content marketing is king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repurposing content. I mean, that's what both of you guys just, covered. Repurposing your content, post your videos. Like, Karin, that's a great point. A lot of people, I still don't do that all the time. Post your videos on all of the free video hosting that you can. Why not? People, there's traffic there too. You're leaving traffic on the table, so it's a very good point. And repurpose your content. You can take if you made a video, take the script of that video and turn it into a blog post.
We had a question down here. Jason asked, if YouTube takes your channel away, can you start again with the same name if they don't give it back? Yes, you can name your channel the same name if YouTube terminates your channel, pretty much. Yeah, I don't think there's anything against naming your channel the same name unless someone has anything else to say about that.
Yeah, it's basically, it allows you. You just have to do it under another email address. But you want to avoid putting videos on your channel. Like Ryan was saying, it's got to be quality content. But here's the thing, you're going to get haters no matter what. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're going to get haters, people that are possibly jealous of, where you are, the traffic you're getting, whatever. They're going to go over there, they're going to try and flag your videos. But one thing that YouTube has implemented now that I absolutely love is because, Michael knows it, Ryan knows it, I went through it, where they used to kind of give the community the run of the mill, or the run of the site, so they could just go flag some videos and your channel was taken down and that was it. But because so much wrongful flagging was going on, YouTube has now changed. So people can't just go to a channel and just start flagging your videos. If you have a channel that gets flagged and it's brought down once, okay, and YouTube reviews it and they reinstate your channel because it is within their guidelines, then anytime somebody comes and starts flagging your videos again, they don't automatically bring your channel down. YouTube will then go and kind of inspect where these complaints came from, who it came from, and if they find that it was, right or wrong, and they will deal with the person that way. If they'll lose their channel and they'll lose their accounts if they're wrongfully flagging you because they're a hater. So once you do get a channel reinstated by YouTube, you're protected by them, which is really wonderful, and I really like that.
That's good. That's amazing to know, because my channel was reinstated, but I'm still protected. I'm still in this 6-month probation period, and I have very limited stuff that I can do. So my channel.
Oh, okay.
I want to grow. There's so many more tools that I want to use to grow my subscriber base, but I'm just held kind of shrunk right now because I'm limited for tools until July.
And you can actually talk to YouTube Appeal about that and about raising it. When I had my channel taken down, actually they didn't put any restraints. They got back to me within 7 days and they said, you know what, you were wrongfully flagged. There's nothing wrong with your channel. You help the community. You have good training videos, quality. Here's your channel, and I got every right back. I didn't have to. I got all my views back. I didn't have to go through this 6-month period. So I would definitely call or get in touch with YouTube about that. And if anybody else has had that problem too, and you kind of come back, you get your channel back, but it's kind of restricted, just contact YouTube Appeal and see what they can do. And they just be really nice, and they might help you out. Absolutely. But yeah, once you're reinstated, you guys, you're protected. YouTube will then follow up, first of all, with all the people that are trying to flag your videos. And most of the time, it's just haters out there, and they know it. So they'll keep you protected. Hi, sweetie.
They have to go pick up my other child.
But you definitely don't want to, you know, like have videos on your YouTube channel saying, "Hey, this is opportunity is the greatest thing than sliced bread, and here's my referral link. Go join." That's YouTube doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Not.
You know, and another idea too for people who are just starting out on YouTube or video marketing is a lot of people get lost because they're like, I don't know this business yet, or I don't have proof to show. First of all, you don't have to show income proof all the time. You want to provide quality, but people get lost and they go, I don't know how to provide quality. It's very simple. YouTube is a wealth of information, okay? A wealth of inspirational videos that you can look up. A wealth of how to do this, how to do that. Here is an idea for you. Just go to YouTube and type in how to whatever you want after that. And go learn some things. And then take some of that training that you just learned from whatever you saw, all right, and apply it to your first video and put it out there, and then do it again and apply it. Do it again and apply it. You're always going to learn online. When you have your own business, it's never going to stop. I'm telling you right now. Okay? So you might as well just get out there, take action, and do it, and get comfortable with it and see how easy it really is, because it's us that complicates the process when we don't understand it. But if you just go out there and learn something, and you mix your YouTube channel up. It doesn't all have to be about make money online or go to AWN, do this, do that. I have playlists on my YouTube channel. I even have a playlist on my YouTube channel that of all YouTube videos that YouTube made to help people learn how to do that. I have another playlist that is inspirational videos, Danny Johnson and Tony Robbins, that I give to everybody as well. So it doesn't just have to be make money, make money, make money. Provide value, and just find that content on YouTube, watch it, learn from it, and create your own video and put it up there. And that's how you start, you guys.
It actually should be the complete opposite. It should be 0 make money and all value and content, and you're naturally going to attract high quality people. Because if you're going make money, make money, make money, those are the freebie seeking, no money, $5, want all of your time people. And the people that actually fall into your sales funnels, that are finding you through actual real value that you're providing to the world, those are going to be the people that are going to be the ones that put in the most work, have the most money to spend, and bother you the least.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
And one thing I wanted to make or mention, so all you guys that are still on here, there's still a lot of people on here. It's funny, we've been on for an hour and a half now. Gosh. You just heard what Ryan said, and he said this multiple times throughout this hangout. The whole thing about leading with value, put out value, forget everything else. Just build your brand and put out awesome stuff that people could actually take and use and apply and get results with, because that's what's going to really earn their trust, and they're going to follow you for life. Those people are going to follow you for life, because don't think of a person just as, you see dollar signs, right? You see leads, you see them come in your business, you see dollar signs. Don't think like that. If you think like that, stop it. You want to look at that person and be like, how can I serve this person? Because I know if I serve them and I give them what they're looking for, I'm not worried about making money up front. I know I will get paid because they will follow me. I'll recommend stuff to them. They will buy my products and do this. So you want to focus on keeping them, because the number you really want to focus on is the lifetime value of your member or of your customer, because that's what's going to help you scale your business up, especially when you get into paid marketing, stuff like that. And you know exactly how much person is worth to your business. So you want to give more in value than what that person is worth to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, lifetime, exactly what you just said to me. Lifetime value, lifetime value, lifetime value. I'm glad you pointed that out. I don't know why I didn't think about that before.
You're grounded.
Yeah, geez.
Bad, Ryan, bad.
Yeah, the main thing is just actually taking the focus. I mean, it's hard to think that when you're like new online, you just want to make that money. But I almost wish people could just make money, like, and to just realize they need to get that out of the way, because the more value that the amount of value you provide the world is directly proportionate on how much money you're going to make. So just build your Instagram following, build your Facebook fan page following, build your YouTube subscriber base, build your email list, and just build a massive community around you where you're just providing content and value and not even necessarily selling, and you just build this huge following around you, and you can sell anything and get that lifetime customer value, really. So
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. Exactly it. Listen to what Ryan is saying. That is exactly. I remember when Ryan came onto the scene, and he didn't know anything either. And it was just he was he was involved in the same one I was in, and I had already been there for quite a while. But yeah, and I mean, look at him now. He's killing it because he learned how to do it properly. Michael learned how to do it properly. Tim learned how to do it properly. Jennifer is learning how to do it properly. These are the people you want to always listen to the advice of the people who are getting the results that you want to have. If you just keep it simple and apply what they tell you to do step by step, you're going to nail it. It's when you go against and you think that you know better, or you start doing the spammy things and let's go on to Facebook and blah, 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 blah. Here's my link. Here's an auto poster. Here's an auto poster. Guess you're not going to attract the right people into your business.
Here's an auto poster.
Oh, I've been seeing more and more of that lately. You know what I mean? But and it's, again, okay, so they're getting leads and they may be sitting on the leaderboard, but it's not attracting the correct people that you need to help and follow and have them follow you in your business.
It's scummy traffic.
And you're going to build theirs. What?
What? I'm sorry. I'm talking about the spammers are
the auto posters.
Like, yeah. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people that are spamming, and think that they're gonna. Yeah. I mean, they can definitely get results that way, but I'm talking about long term. You gotta look at the lifetime.
It's not sustainable. You can't scale that out. And that's one thing that Tim just can't stand. Like, he would be going off right now again on his tangent with Facebook and stuff because he can't stand that. Yeah.
But a lot of truth is that it's when you see people do that, it's not totally their fault. Like it might be after they've been taught not to do that, but they still continue to do that. But they were taught at some point to do that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to break the habit. But but it's very true. You're just not going to get the long-term quality people into your business that you need, because it's mostly going to be people who, when you start presenting yourself like that, and you got to join this now, blah 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 blah, spam, you're going to get people who are looking for instant results. When you want to build a freedom online, okay, you can't promise instant results. You can promise proper training, proper guidance, and say, hey, look, this is where I'm at and this is where I was. I can help you get there. And if you can retrain their focus to be on the long-term goal, those are the people who are going to be successful. Those are going to be the people that are like Tim right now, who is out somewhere in Mexico doing his thing, and Ryan, who can, just get up and travel anywhere. Me, I haven't like planted my foot in a home in forever. I travel everywhere. You know what I mean? I do, and I'm getting ready to leave again in another month. But it's
me too.
That's so good. We'll have to chat later. But no, seriously, that's the freedom that you guys want. So even if you've been taught, hey, I've had some bad training out there too, because it was all I knew at that time. And it worked at that time. Okay, but I also learned, not for long term. So, you know, try and stay away from that. All the training that you get inside AWN is all the quality stuff that is going to work for you. All you have to do is be willing to sit down and apply it. That's all. If it's not, this is my advice to my AWN team. If it's not in the training in the back, don't do it.
That's I was almost gonna do an Instagram. See, this is like this is what's good about marketing and social media is you can get people involved in your business. If you have a smartphone, you should definitely start thinking about building your Instagram following. So like right now, I could take like a picture, for instance, you know, do like an online hangout selfie or something, and then like post that on Instagram and say like join us, or you know, this is how I get to spend awesome time building a business or something like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
See, now that's something I would like to learn because I don't use Instagram.
Yeah, actually, Ryan, I was going to hit you up. I know you've been doing some Instagram, and I need to consult you on some stuff.
Yeah, man, Instagram. I'm getting into Snapchat too. I'm trying to build my Snapchat following.
Snapchat, yeah. You know who was talking about that is
Gary V.
What's his name? I can't say his last name.
Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah.
That guy's brilliant.
Yeah, he's kind of awkward on Snapchat. He's actually really weird on Snapchat because I follow him and he's like, I don't know if he knows how to. I don't know, dude. He just like stares into the camera and like.
He has those big old bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, he's like. And like he like grunts noises and does it like Snapchat. Like Snapchat is like where you're supposed to be like, "What's up, guys? Just got done working out at the gym," blah blah blah, or say something funny and like it's like people are there with you. But yeah, that's how Snapchat is, and I think that you know as you build your Snapchat following, it's just a way for people to really connect with you on a totally different level.
Yeah.
So with
there was a few more questions I wanted to answer. I got them here. A few people asked, "Is this recorded?" Yes, this is a Google Hangout. So once this is done, the video will be rendered and it'll be on our YouTube channel. And we're gonna actually create a page where we're gonna post them all inside of your back office, so you'll have them there. And
that's awesome.
And then this is gonna be on this page on the automatedwealthnetwork.net page. It's gonna this video is gonna stay here until the next one, so you can watch it on here too. Oh, by the way, Karin, did you hear we're gonna add a GetResponse and Aweber as income streams?
Yes, I did hear that. I think that's awesome because so many people go out there and get their own autoresponders anyways. I think that's great. Yes. I really think that's great. And that's a good passive income for people too.
Absolutely.
You know, that are already having a Weber GetResponse. So yeah, that's just another added income stream. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention, I don't know if Tim told you yet, Michael, but I just thought I'd let everybody know out there that I know there's a lot of questions about PLS. And a lot of, you know, trying to understand exactly what PLS is. And there are videos that are in the back office that do explain it to you. However, what I'm going to do, I talked to Tim, and he asked me if I would go ahead and, like, create some videos. So I'm going to be creating, you know, a video explaining what PLS is, how you can use it for your AWN or any business that you want to, because you can literally use it for that. You can create your own businesses with it. It's phenomenal. Then I'm also going to do a video laid out on the compensation plan if you decide to become an affiliate, and that's where a lot of people get confused about. So I'll be breaking those videos down to make it very simple for all of you to understand, and then providing some other how-to training videos as well. So just have a little patience with me while I got to get through the weekend, but I'll be getting those videos up, and we'll get them into the system to help you guys out.
That's awesome. That's perfect timing because B-Dud just that was their question. It said newbie here. How do I use PLS for anything other than AWN? Haven't pulled the trigger yet. So yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Well, since you're already a member of PLS, I can go ahead. I do have training on my YouTube channel for PLS and teaching you how to create capture pages with it if you don't like. Let's say, for an example, one of the things you can do with PLS, let's say you didn't want to use the capture page for the main capture page for AWM. You wanted to create something completely different because it's always good to stand out from everybody else, right? You can go in there and just a couple clicks of a mouse and create and design your own capture page, put whatever wording you want on it, just stick your AWN referral link in there, and bam, you've got a new capture page. You can create little side businesses. So like a lot of us out there kind of have, you know, little other MCF accounts, for instance, okay, that aren't tied to another system. But let's say we just want a little, you know, quick income stream here. We can create a capture page and in there and say, hey, send them to this MCF account, and with a little video explanation, boom, you got yourself a side biz. There's all kinds of autoresponder features back there. You can build your own funnels. You can, oh my God, there's so much. That's why I got a lot of videos to do. But if you want, I can PM you the link. Yeah.
I just don't mean to cut you off, but Ryan, I think Ryan needs to go. So Ryan, if you have anything else you want to leave people with, no.
No, that's not it, man. I just wanted to just like Karen or Karen. I don't know if I say Karen or Karen. I don't.
Karen, you got it right. You got it right.
Okay, I've seen your name and I'm like, Karen, is it Karen? But yeah,
No,
I just want to like let you know I've never actually had a chance to talk to you. Just want to say thanks for all the awesome value bombs, and I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And yes, thanks, Michael and Jennifer. Nice to meet you. See everybody.
Nice to meet you. Take care.
Take care, Ryan. Thanks for joining us. It was awesome. Good to see you, bud.
Hey, bye.
So
all right,
proud
Karen,
of him. Yeah, there's many things you can do, but here's the one thing that all of you who are either on the 7-day trial of PLS or you are actually a paid member and you just don't quite know what you can do with it yet, it's really cool. When you log into your back office, just about every page that you click on back there, it will have a video tutorial explaining what the functions are on that page and what you can do with it and how you can do your business. But the biggest thing with PLS that is absolutely amazing, again, training, but what you want to do, get logged into your back office. Along the top right-hand side, you're going to see a training tab. Click that. It's going to send you to another website that contains their training. Sign up for that. Once you're logged in, the first thing you want to do is go to the daily tip, and that right there is going to explain all the things that you can do within PLS. And then the other tabs are literal video, really simple step-by-step video tutorials that you can look up for whatever particular thing you want to do, and it'll show you exactly how to do it. It's very much like AWN that explains everything and walks you through. But most people don't look for those videos or go into that training. So that's where you're going to find everything that you can do with PLS. It's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, those videos would be great. Thanks for doing that. That's awesome.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I told this to a few people. I said, what Karen does is a perfect example of what we always preach. Putting out awesome value, which you do, and that's why you're killing it right now. People follow you.
Oh, thank you.
So that's that's what you need. And obviously Jennifer, she's like, yes, she's doing things right.
She's doing it.
I'm doing it.
Followed in my footsteps. You go, girl. And you were doing so well. Just so well.
I'm helping a lot of people. I'm helping a lot of people, and it's very rewarding, which is great. And AWN just helps along because it has such great training in the back office already. But there are, a couple things that people have questions about, and it's good that I have some training from Karen and just experience in general that I can pass that on. So
yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, you're doing really great. And too, the group, just the private group, there's so much training and support in there too. So when people can't get a hold of their people, you can just drop a question. You've got 80 people answering you, So yeah, it's great. So was that it for the questions?
1 second. I'm just looking at something right now that was brought to my attention. My internet is lagging.
Absolutely. Great. Yeah, you're doing really great. And too, the group, just the private group, there's so much training and support in there too. So when people can't get a hold of their people, you can just drop a question. You've got 80 people answering you, So yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Tim had a big.
So was that it for the questions?
Yeah, I think so. 1 second, I'm just looking at something right now. Hold on, I gotta play that.
Crazy lag.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Roger, Roger. 10-4.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So you don't have to be technically inclined to use all this technology and stuff and know what you're doing, because obviously I still don't know my way around Google Hangouts that well. What I was gonna say is Tim had a massive boo-boo he did about in regards to our Facebook group, which some of you guys are aware of. He set the group to secret.
Secret.
And people could not access it without an admin personally adding them to the group, which prevented a lot of people joining. And we caught onto it. Thankfully, it didn't go on for too long. So we had to. The only way to get around that is to create a new Facebook group, which we did. So if you're watching this right now and you haven't been in Facebook for a little while, if you are in the group right now, go to that group. If you see a big pinned post that says something about, it says update, forget exactly what it says, but it explains in that pinned post, we're moving everything to the new group. So just click that link and, ask to be added, and then you should be good to go. So we're getting a big influx in people, so a lot of people have already switched over to the new group. So our apologies, we screw up too.
And make sure to tell your people any of your signups as well. You might want to send out an email blast or something to them to direct them to the new group. It's just that unfortunately it's a Facebook thing that if you set a group to secret, all Tim was trying to do was prevent spammers in our group. And so you set it to secret, not realizing that you can't change it back. And Facebook doesn't allow that once you set it to secret. So that's why they had to reset a whole new group. But it was just to protect us, and we thank you for that.
Right, exactly. Let me read through some of these and see if there's any other ones we need to answer. Okay, so this person wants to know about following up with your sign-ups. So they're good with traffic. Yeah, okay. So this person is basically saying, if you guys want to hop on this one and give your 2 cents on it, basically follow up with emails. I briefly talked about this earlier, and I know Karn, you can vouch for this. As you get bigger and your brand grows and you're driving more traffic, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be, clawing at you to get your attention. And unfortunately, there's only, so many minutes in the day. And when you're trying to grow and scale an online business, you need to really learn how to leverage your time. You can't give your undivided attention to each one of your leads, or else you're going to just drown yourself. They're going to pull you down with them. So you have to leverage your time through video, through email, and follow up that way. I don't know if Sean, I think it was Sean, I don't know if you're referring to doing one-on-one follow-ups, sending personal emails. If you're starting off and you don't have that much traction yet, that's a good way to go, because you have the time. But as you're growing and your time is more limited, because let's face it, your time is like the #1 asset you have that you can never get back. And we all want to be successful. We all want to be financially independent. And when you get to that level, it's the other side of the business is going to be in direct proportion. So you're going to have a lot more on your shoulders. So some people can't handle that, and they try to help everybody one-on-one, and they drown themselves, they get burnt out, and some of them even quit. So I don't know, Karin and Jen, if you want to kind of touch on that.
Jen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. As for follow-ups, I have automated emails that go out, which are all sequenced, and I do leave my email for them if they have any serious questions. But if it gets to the point where they're just bogging me down, question after question after question, I just lead them right back to the training, because I personally cannot sit down and be on my computer 24/7 answering questions one after the other after the other. So the training is just perfect for that, and just lead those people back to trainings. But as for follow-ups, it's in my automatic email sequences to follow up, but I do leave room for questions if, my email, if they need to contact me for something. And they usually respond very well to that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I have no problem with, I've always been the type of person, though, since day one that I've always reached out. But like Michael said, I was told in the beginning too, be careful about how much time you donate to that, because your business will start to sacrifice because you'll be spending so much time. And I didn't listen. And I got so buried that literally it was over 3.5 months went by that I didn't have one free moment in the day to promote my own business. I was, from the crack of dawn when I would wake up, I would be in emails, on the phone, on Skype, helping, which I love to do. But then when you're not getting to bed till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, let's face it, you want to create the freedom online and the income so you have the freedom, so you have the time for your family, so you have the time for your friends, so you have the time for yourself, and most importantly, your business. So I still absolutely talk to my people and reach out to them. I'm just not able to do the hand-holding that I used to. And that's another blessing about AWN, is that it is the hand-holding. And the reason why I had to do so much of that before was because the system I was in didn't have hand-holding, so people didn't understand it, and it didn't walk them, it didn't guide them, it didn't answer their questions. So that's how I ended up, spending so much of my time trying to help everybody get past roadblocks. In this system, this isn't like any other system that's out there. And ever since I joined AWN, I don't have a quarter of the emails, that I used to have. So that says a lot about the system, because people are understanding it, so they don't have as many questions. And absolutely, I still reach out to my people. I welcome them, congratulate them, because they're a member of my team, and I want them to feel welcome. It's always good. I believe it's always good to follow up. Not everybody will agree with me, okay? But I think it's good to follow up once, absolutely. Like if you have people that are still kind of, you're not quite sure if they want to, follow up. Say, hey, listen, I'm your sponsor. This is a little bit about me. If you have some questions, if I help you feel at ease or whatever, sure, shoot me an email. But not everybody feels that way. And it is hard to keep up with sometimes, I will tell you, as your fan base begins to grow. So it can be very demanding. But yeah, in the beginning, to help you out, absolutely. And my team knows, I've got thousands of people that follow me, and my team knows, Jennifer will tell you, she has a question. I know she goes out and she looks for her answers. She does her thing. But when she has a question, I'm probably within 5 minutes of answering her back, no matter what. Because those are the people that are working and understanding where the answers are, the questions. And there's just things that, there are those odd times that people need help with stuff that can't be answered or whatever, or need help to advance. So yeah, absolutely. I like to be in touch with my people. I just can't do it 24 hours a day anymore, because it sacrificed my business.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you basically, Sean wrote again, he said, yeah, that's exactly what it is, the time issue. He doesn't have enough time, and people are just difficult to work with, and people just ask the wrong question. Sometimes, you could talk to a person just in 2 email exchanges, you'll know if they're going to make it or not. Some people are just naysayers that don't believe in anything. They don't believe in themselves, first of all. They are very skeptical, which it's fine to be skeptical, but don't put too much energy in those types of people. Put your energy in the types of people that listen, that go out there and do what you say, and then they come back and need a little bit of guidance. Yes, by all means, help those people, because those are the ones that have the potential to grow. So you want to leverage your time too, though. You want to be able to use tools like Google Hangouts, for example. We had hundreds of people on tonight. There's still a lot of people on right now, 2 hours into this thing. I'm sure a lot of people got great value out of this. They might have heard things or concepts they weren't aware of, or maybe they had, that aha moment, light bulb went off. And we're broadcasting this to everybody. Everybody could see this, and then afterwards people will still have access to this video. So this is a great way of leveraging your time. Video, email your leads, training, put out, when you're doing a training video on your channel, email it to your leads. Okay, it's just you have to get yourself into this routine, and yeah, you're gonna run into some people that are just you just have to ignore them. That's all I can say. And don't
Not
try
to
to
be
please
mean.
everybody. Don't try to please everybody because you can't please everybody. And it's actually good because you want to set up. Eventually, you're gonna learn how to set up yourself to repel those types of people and attract the people you want to work with. You're gonna learn as you get your own style of marketing and stuff. You can kind of mold your or structure your marketing in a way where certain people are not going to be attracted to it, and you want that bifurcation of people because obviously you can't get everybody to like you, and if you're trying to get everybody to like you, you're shooting yourself in the foot because long term you're going to get burnt out. You can't handle it. So
Yeah, and you are going to get, I'm telling you, there's a name that you'll hear a lot in the industry online. You'll hear people use the term tire kickers a lot, okay? And what that refers to are people that want all this money, they want all this success, but they don't want to do anything for it. They don't want to do the training. So what they'll do is they'll constantly come to you. How do I do this? How do I do this? Where do I go for that? How do I do this? Can you show me how to do this? Can you do it? And it won't stop. And it will be on and on and on and on and on and on and on when the answers are right there. And then you can spend all this, I can't tell you how many times I've done this, and you can spend all this time sitting down and helping them, and then they still won't do it, and then they blame you afterwards and they leave. Okay? But one thing that somebody explained to me that I never looked at, that this might help all of you out, is that when you are holding somebody's hand all the time, it's okay to hold their hand a little bit, you know what I mean? Because they're on your team. They trust you. You want to help them. That's okay. There's a difference, though, between holding their hand for everything, okay, and guiding them properly to their success, all right? Here's the difference. When you hold somebody's hand through everything right off the bat, there's two things that you're subconsciously telling them. Number one, that when they're successful, they're going to have to do the exact same thing, which can take up a lot of their time. Subconsciously, you're already implanting that into their mind, okay? Number two, when you're holding their hand and you're actually like sending them to the training, but you're giving them the link for the exact same training video. Oh, I was great for that. You guys know that. When you're helping them not search for the answer where it's actually located, you're also training them not to stand on their own 2 feet. And if they can't stand on their own 2 feet, they won't be successful in business online anywhere. Okay, so there's two things that you're subconsciously training people to do right off the bat that you don't want to do by being a complete hand holder and do this, and here's step 1, and here's step 2, and here's step 3. Okay, now go here and fill out this and do that. Okay, let me get on the phone. Okay, now I want you to go to the training area and I want you to do. You can't do it. You can't do it, and you're actually disabling your people that are signing up with you from becoming successful because they'll think they have to do the same thing. It will intimidate them, and they will most likely leave. So you have to be careful about how you approach it.
awesome. And so I just want to tie this up. The last thing I wanted to mention to Sean, so kind of don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if you can't help everybody. I know a lot of people, I said this earlier, a lot of people feel the need. I know, Karin, you were like this. You want to.
I still am.
And it's just something, think of it this way. I mean, or for us, for example, Tim and I, we created Automated Wealth Network. If we didn't create Automated Wealth Network and made it what it is now, none of you guys would be here right now. We wouldn't be on this hangout. We wouldn't have over 3,000 people inside of Automated Wealth Network. People have made their first commissions with Automate. So imagine if we didn't do anything because we felt we can help everybody. We wouldn't be where we're at. Now imagine if you are doing your marketing and you know that through Automated Wealth Network and you're on marketing and all the training and everything you're doing, you're helping people change their lives. So you're giving them the potential to change their life. Don't let the people that are not willing to work for it affect what you're doing. Continue to do what you're doing. Don't worry about the other people because you need to focus on the people that are responsive, that are going to apply what you're teaching them and help them focus on those people. So I know it's hard. I fell into this trap too when I first got started, and one of my mentors told me the same thing. He said, you're going to realize that you're going to have less and less time for people, but you just have to focus on the people that are taking it seriously, and kind of retract yourself a little bit. And it does one of two things. It allows you to focus on scaling your business and leveraging your time and giving the information that your leads need and that your team needs, but it also sets you up for becoming a bigger leader or mentor in the industry, because you don't want every tire kicker to have access to you, because again, it's just going to drain your time and you're going to get fed up with it and you're going to be like driving yourself crazy. Kind of like sounds like what the thought process you're going through right now by asking this question. So just take it in strides. If you feel like that person or these people, the same people emailing you over and over and over, and you're not getting anywhere, I would completely, and some people might not agree with me, I would completely ignore them, because they're draining my energy, and where I could be focusing on somebody else that's actually going to take and apply in their business and learn. And again, I can't stress enough, leverage your time. Email, autoresponder. Obviously, you need an autoresponder once you start. Once you start growing your business, don't just rely on the autoresponder we have. Go out there and we recommend GetResponse. They have a lot of cool features that we like using in there, and we're going to be doing the training videos on this as well, with email marketing, follow-up, and all this stuff, or Aweber, and then just videos. Have your set up blog. Continue to put out content, and then share that content with your team. And and you can set up ways. Have them engage, leave comments, and stuff like that. And you could kind of go through there and kind of like monitor the comments and what people are saying, and then you can see people that are standing out. And then those are the types of people you want to focus on. If they have questions, reach out to them every once in a while, because that only makes them feel better. I'm sure, Jennifer said, she's like thrilled that she met Karin, and she's a perfect example of somebody that took what the mentor was telling the person to do. She did it, and now she's in a position where she's mentoring other people and having great success in her business. So I'll just leave it with that. All right, so we're at 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna end it.
Oh, that's because Karin was shooting her big mouth off again. You know me, I can never. This is why I can't do a testimonial video for AWN. You can't cut me off at 1 minute and 30 seconds. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming on, at least towards the end here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I mean, I was there and I was waiting for a link and I didn't want to bother you. So, but anyways, thanks for having me on here. And Jennifer, again, congratulations on what you are blossoming into, your success that you're starting to have. I'm so excited for you. We all are, and I'm really, really proud of you, sweetie.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks. And I owe it to AWN as well as Karin. Just follow the training, do the steps, and be consistent and persistent. Don't give up, because it does work.
It definitely works. Karin, one more thing. As long as you keep it short. You can see under my name there, it says it's payday. Was it payday for you?
Oh my gosh, yes it was. It was payday for me today, and it is going to be a very beautiful payday for me next Wednesday too, thanks to PLS. Yeah, I real quick, I have been in PLS for a year. Then AWN, which I did okay, with it. I was getting residual income. It was nice. I loved it. I used it for all my businesses. Then AWN kicked in a month, and I have even surpassed quadrupled. It's like I can't believe the income that I'm earning residually from this. So today, when AWN first kicked in, it was like it jumped up to like $345 for that week or something. And then the next week came up to $610. Then today I was paid $793. Next week is going to be $1,432. Today is already up to $780 for the new pay week. It is insane what AWN does. This works. You got to trust in it, you guys. That's why I plaster my proof everywhere.
So you're saying we sell the pants
yes.
of PLS, right?
I haven't been doing any promoting from it ever since I started AWN. I haven't done any promoting for PLS, not because I don't want to. It's because I'm trying to rebrand a lot of things, so I'm taking time to do that now that I have it.
Right. Yeah, and that was the whole thought process in that we wanted to make sure this converts highly, which, I mean, from everybody's testimonials it is, so we're excited. Yeah, awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, and income disclaimer. I have to do this since we did discuss
Yes.
this.
Yes, do
not
that.
guarantee that you will make any money at all with AWN or PLS or anything for that matter by applying what we teach you. By law, we have to say this. So, I mean, obviously it comes down to your own efforts, how much energy and time you put into it, and your ability to make it in this industry. So by no means are we guaranteeing anybody income by joining Automated Wealth Network.
No, not at all. But you know what? Like you said, it's very, very true. Just take your time and build, and it can happen. But results are different for everybody. Results are different for everybody.
Yeah. I like using an analogy like, everybody, the guy that wants to, well, actually, I forget how it goes. But anyways, the guy that wants to win the lottery, right? But he doesn't even buy a lottery ticket, so how's he going to win? So.
Exactly. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Okay. I like that.
Get in the game.
In the game. There you go. Buy the ticket.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for all you guys that are still on.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate all you guys and the community that this has grown into, the Facebook group, everything. All you guys are awesome. So we're excited to move forward, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks on here. So until next time, take care.
All right. Bye, guys.
Ciao for now.
Bye.